Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome back to the channel. Happy Saturday. I hope you guys are having a great start to your weekend. It is 8:11 in the morning on the East Coast, and there's no NBA today. Zero NBA games. We're going to be lucky enough to have a two-game slate tomorrow, so don't worry about it. I'll be breaking it down, but I thought right now would be a great time to kind of let you know where this channel is going. A lot of the crowd has been watching my NBA content, well, hell, since January, since December. So an adjustment is coming, right? So I want to break that down and just really quickly let you know where we're going. So don't worry about it. I'll be covering the two-game slate tomorrow. I'll be covering the showdown slates that Draftkings wants to throw out $1 million for. If they do anything weird for these conference finals, two-day slates, I'll be covering those if there's some good prize pools, making sure I give you guys my takes and seeing that you guys get to see those. So MLB is coming. I've gotten tons of questions. I did opening day, and I just really got overwhelmed, to be honest with you, between MLB content and NBA content, trying to keep up with both of them, especially because they're two different animals, right? The research for each of them is not the same. I can do early NBA research and feel good about what I'm looking at, especially in the playoffs when things are pretty much staying the same. But as far as the MLB, you come back with the MLB, and now you're going to have a bunch of content that is really shifted towards later in the day, or at least that's where you're going to have to get your deep research. I really can't deep research that early in the morning and feel good about a lot of things. It would take a couple hours. So I'm going to break down starting hopefully Wednesday is the goal. It's going to be similar to NBA, how we had a bunch of different sheets. This is just an overall dashboard. It's not updated at all. Some of the pictures from today, but I just have to finish updating it today. It should only take a couple hours. But pretty much what I'm going to do is I'm going to go over all of the pitchers. It'll be a dashboard showing all of the pitchers, key statistics like strikeout rates against certain batted handedness, Sierra, if you're somebody who's into that stuff, opponent strikeout rates, hard hit percentage, ground ball rates, that sort of stuff, so you can quickly see all those key stats. I'll talk about like 2 or 3 of the pitchers that I'm targeting mainly, and then a couple other tertiary options for GPPs, whatever it might be. So like 5 pitchers are around there, and that's really what you should be targeting each day if you're playing GPPs or whatever. At most 5 pitchers in your player pool, maybe even 4, and then picking 3 or 4 of those to go heavier on. So yeah, that's what we're going to go for. We're going to go for pitchers. Then I'll break that into sort of like a Vegas dashboard where we'll have all the teams and their stacks, and I will just pretty much pick out, again, 3 to 5 stacks that I like. I'll try and rank them as best as I can, but I don't want to make this anything about picks, right? It's going to be stack heavy. It's going to be pitcher heavy. Individual one-offs, I'll name some guys who are a little bit cheap, who are popping and look interesting. But I'm not going to go through 8 individual players and say this is a lineup. That's not how you win an MLB DFS. And that's not going to give anybody any sort of leverage over the field or just any sort of just learning and understanding and getting better at DFS. So for MLB, the goal right now is to break it down into a digestible format like we did for NBA. We're going to have a pitcher's target offense sheet. We're going to have a stacks target offense sheet that will include Vegas and things like that. And then I'll have just a one-off. And we'll talk about the slate as a whole, whether there's any weather situations and just relative to other stacks, what the Vegas odds are, all that type of stuff. You can see here, this is just sort of one of my stats databases. Everything is coming together, right? This is just something, don't even look at this. This is just a stats database that has to get cleaned up. The pitchers database slowly getting cleaned up. It's going to be very good, and I'm going to try and break it down so, it is digestible. That is my whole goal here. So that is the MLB. That is the content that is coming. This is just a work in progress right here. So I hope that you are looking forward to MLB. Drop down in the comments right now. Do you like MLB content, or do you looking forward to it? A lot of people probably won't see this video because it's not targeted at today. And that's another issue that I have. Clearly, a lot of my videos are targeted for the daily use, right? And it makes sense. I make a video the day of a basketball game. It's only used for that day, and people want to see what my takes are. I have another idea in mind for a segment, and somebody in the live chat yesterday said it, and it was a pretty good. I think it was Paul. He said the sit down with Sal. I'm just going to take my name off of that. I like the sit down as sort of like the segment's name. It would be at the end. It would just be in its own playlist. But something that I'll just recap either a week or either from that night. Something that stood out interesting to me. And I might make this a routine thing. Maybe it'll be every Tuesday and Thursday, or as of right now, maybe every Friday. Something that stands out, whether it's somebody knocking down a GPP with a unique type of lineup, whether it's just different rake percentages changing in the lobby, something that stands out for DFS to sort of just give you guys an awareness of that, make a weekly video of a topic or two that stands out to me. So let me know what you think of that. That is somewhere that I'm going right now. I'm going to try and call it the sit down, and it should be pretty cool. So MLB content is coming, that is coming, and yes, WNBA we are going to try out in 2 weeks. Try out meaning content. I will be playing it, but we're going to try out content to see if you guys and girls are interested in watching it. So yeah, that's where the channel is going. This is an off day for me. I'm traveling home to see my mother for Mother's Day. We'll be working tomorrow morning though on these videos. So MLB coming middle of the week. Book it. the sit down, potentially by next Friday. We're going to just have some topics for that. Book it. And then WNBA, and then obviously the NFL. So I'm excited for this. The summer should be fun. Have a great rest of your Saturday. Have a great rest of your weekend. Peace out, gang.